Alrighty, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Bojan Petreski. Today is March 23rd, 2022. This is the 3D market commentary that we'll be doing today. That disclaimer is running there for your use and your understanding. But this is for educational and instructional purposes only. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's okay. There we go. We're all set. Let's go ahead and get started. So this is what the 3D market commentary would look like in your inbox, coming daily whenever the market is open. Um, if you haven't already, I'm going to just share my link right off the bat just before we get started. It's right there on the bottom left, tradewithufos.com/Boyan. You can go ahead and sign up for a free membership there so you can get this 3D market commentary as well as notifications of our schedule. So that way it's easier for you to keep track. All right, without much more further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the commentary. We call it a 3D market commentary because we utilize a three-dimensional approach. That three-dimensional approach covers the market climate, which gives us the upcoming market direction, which is shown by this section here down below. Buy and sell UFOs, the unfilled orders, the proprietary and patented technology that we utilize to give us upcoming turning points, meaning entries and exits. And then, of course, market volatility, the upcoming price change speed, whether or not we should be adjusting our risk to reward ratios, or whether we should be taking more risk or less risk, or better rewards or more conservative rewards. Those three elements combine that three-dimensional approach that I've been talking about. So let's go ahead and utilize those three aspects of this commentary against the five markets that we're going to do here, which is the S&P crude, gold, the dollar index, and Bitcoin. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the S&P first. All right, so as we see right now, the S&P 500 current climate is up. It is confirmed. It is the sixth out of typically nine, although it depends on how you also count them because the software has to count even the blue unconfirmed ones. But if we zoom in a little bit, we'll see that this is the fourth confirmed. Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 confirmed up days out of typically nine. So fourth or sixth day up is still within a sensible amount of time where it does make sense to keep going long. We do have an edge towards the long side. Currently, we have a sell UFO up above here at 46.7175 to 46.06. And then 44.73 to 44.15 is the nearest UFO where price is actually fairly close to, which is stacked on top of another UFO at 43.20.25 to 44.06.75. As you see, the numbers are here displayed on the right. Now, based on the VIX, we're looking at 23% volatility. It is still elevated volatility, but it's not what we had from a few days back where we saw some 30% pop up on the VIX. It was a great time to be doing some short-term trading. Don't get me wrong. When we do see it drop a little bit, that's still okay. Anything over 18, I consider elevated. But when you see things like 30%, that's like, okay, this time to pull up the sleeves and let's get going. All right, now if you're looking to educate yourself, we do offer courses for future stocks, forex, as well as backtesting, trading plans, and trading psychology, and quite a few more. So if you do go to the link down below here, you will see right here, you will see that the courses that we do offer. So check out that link, check out the courses, and of course, you can also go to this link here. Any one of those courses comes with a 3-month complimentary access to auto UFOs. That in itself, in my opinion, is worth it because it gives you, I believe, more than enough time to test out the software, test out the approach, and see if it works with you, and most importantly, with your personality. All right, now let's look at crude oil. So crude oil currently also in an up climate. It is the second one out of typically 7. Currently still kind of sitting above that 100 mark. We got a little bit hopeful here when it dropped below 100, but only to see it skyrocket back on up. So definitely, extremely volatile times, as you see, 69.56% volatility on crude oil. I mean, that's not unheard of as far as pricing goes. It has been at these prices before. The issue is right now it's moving in such swings, mainly due to the macroeconomic climate, due to the political climate around the world, which I'm sure everyone watching this or everyone even not watching this is fully aware of. Sell UFO, we have 130.50 at 150.54. Buy UFO at 104.67 to 196. Alrighty, that's that for crude oil. Other than the fact that we're trying to challenge that high again, we do have a UFO and the climate working um, essentially against each other here because we have a confirmed climate up with a fairly large sell UFO above. So we're going to see, typically we respect the climate more because it gives us the directionality versus the UFOs. However, given how um, volatile things are in the world right now, it wouldn't surprise me if we just see a bunch of swings up and down until some more decision makers around the world get together and agree on what to do with these extremely high crude oil prices. The alternative is buy a Tesla, right? But even electric vehicles, even electric prices have gone up, still not as high as gasoline is around the world. All right. That putting that aside, if you need auto UFOs, we do have them on TradingView, TradeStation, and MetaTrader, and of course our very own platform Top. They do come with monthly or yearly memberships. You can use this link here to subscribe to the app, or of course you can also use the link down below. All right. Next one that we have here is gold. So gold is currently unconfirmed. As you see, it's been kind of going into a bit of a wedge here, if you ask me, even on a larger scale there. Um, Not that it matters a lot, these types of formation in an extremely volatile situation like we have the today's climates. It's interesting to see some of these, and then a breakout to either side might show something. Other than that, no, unconfirmed climate. Sell UFO up above at 2015.1 to 1960.6, and a buy UFO down below at 1815.8, 1788.5. Gold, popped up above the 2000s for quite some time, closed above, only to see it pull back. Very strong pullback down. Did not stay there for much for very long. Okay, now if you do need coaching or support or ad support, we do have live trading sessions that are compatible with all time zones that are streaming with our private stream. However, if you want to get a little bit more one-on-one time, you can set up an all asset advanced coaching here using this link, um, where you can set up a session with any one of the instructors on our channel. That may help you avoid some bad habits that you may not know you have. So definitely check that out and let us know what you think. All right, now the next one, the dollar current market climate. Let's go ahead and pull up the chart. The current market climate is up. It is confirmed. It is the second one out of typically five. We are going towards that 99.995 to 99.700, and a buy UFO where currently price is coming out of 98,635 to 97,850, based on EVZ 8.85% volatility. Not much needs to be said about the dollar other than the fact that it's just been kind of in this area here. It's kind of keeping the lows but making lower highs. We're gonna see if it's going to challenge this potential trend line here over the next couple of days for an upward move. If it doesn't, we may see another pullback to the lows here, and then something like that, and then either a breakout or a push down. We're going to see what's going to happen. But the climate is definitely favorable to the upside, so I wouldn't be surprised if we challenge that trend line and maybe push a little bit higher. Now, if you don't want to read this overview in your inbox, we do broadcast it daily. You can watch it on our YouTube channel. My colleague Becky and I broadcast these daily, Monday through Friday. And of course, I'd appreciate it if you can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that way we help spread the word out a little bit better. Last but definitely not least is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we've had quite the accumulation phase, as some people call it, around the crypto channels. As you see in this area, we've been in essentially since the new year. There's been some steep pushes down. There's been pretty good pushes up. So far, we're not able to get past these areas up here. We are holding the lows here, and we're making newer higher lows, and essentially kind of trending on up. But of course, for crypto, that's not unheard of to see. After a big trend up, to see an 11% drop overnight. So thread carefully. Currently, market climate is up. It is confirmed. It's the fifth day up that it's been going for. We have a buy UFO nearby at 41,405 to 4620, and a sell UFO at 45,205 to 42,935, which is that high that I was talking about, and then stacked on top of it, another one as well. Volatility is always elevated with Bitcoin. Less than $2,000 expected daily move is also a bit rare to see. Most of the time, it's 2,000 plus. All right, and that's that for the markets for today. Now, if you want to be a top trader, top stands for the Traditive Options Planner. You can learn more and subscribe using this link here. Top is our own platform that we've developed, where we brought several professional platform tools into a retail platform, if we should even call it that. It is all server-based computing, so that way your computer doesn't have to take a huge hit when it's calculating all those complex calculations. Check it out using this link here. You can learn more and subscribe to it using this link here. Or, of course, to the one down below here, tradewithufos.com/Bojan. That's that for the market commentary for today. I'm just going to zoom in here and see if there's any news that we need to cover, which most usually there is. So GBP already posted Fed speech, Bank of Japan meeting minutes, Day of Remembrance in Argentina. A couple of finance news coming out from Germany, PMI composite, interest rate decision for the Swiss franc, PMI composite for the European Union, market services again for GBP, durable goods, non-defense capital goods in the U.S., and Greece's Independence Day on the 24th. Daylight savings time is starting in Europe now. Something that was interesting from a couple of weeks ago, we did, in the U.S. at least, the Senate did vote unanimously to make daylight savings time go away. So we're gonna basically do away with it as of next year. So it should be interesting to see if also the rest of the world is going to follow suit. Okay, folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I will catch you a little bit later to go over the FX and crypto session, which will be starting shortly. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.